Hey everyone, I am very excited about how BET is going to help drive a really strong sales year in 2020. And I'm excited to share a little bit of insight with you about the journey that we're on and how we're going to help you guys achieve your goals this year. So, I think I think the big theme that we're really driving at in BET is this concept of going from being a migration focused organization to being an organization that's focused on delivering iterative value constantly. And the journey of BET is really that back when I started and I was in the sales organization, we were using salesforce.com. We were running the whole business on Salesforce. And as we became a more mature CRM company and became really excited about the prospects of, what our own platform was capable of, we decided to move from Salesforce to HubSpot. And the BET teams have really powered that change for us over the last 3 years and have done a really awesome job at getting us in a position to really be proud of our technology stack and really be proud of who we're becoming and all of the great opportunity that gives us in the future. However, I think we all know that we still have some really core problems today on how the systems actually work and how every single one of you, even just in your day to day, of executing some really, really basic stuff has some pretty tremendous challenges. And so, we're really moving from this large migration focused projects to smaller, iterative, consistent value that we're going to be adding to the sales team. And I think it's really going to give you guys a major win in your sales this year. So, how are we going about doing that? Well, along this journey, the past couple quarters, we've been collecting data from a new survey. And so every quarter, you've probably noticed that we've been asking you what you think of the systems and how they enable you to do your job. And we're calling this the systems usability survey. And the first interesting data point that I would point out is that sales actually ranks our systems below a lot of the other departments in the organization. So, just at face value here, we know we've got a big task when it comes to the sales department. We know this is where a lot of our effort really has to go in 2020. And, what are you all saying? Well, we're listening loud and clear, and this is kind of a chart that, at a very high level, is listing some of the core buckets of challenges that you all are seeing and facing in your day to days. And I think actually we're going to be making progress on a lot of these, if not all of these, in 2020. But I'll kind of focus some of the core feedback that you've given us around the top three: the lead assignment, the data integrity, and the quotes and billings. And then, we'll talk a little bit throughout the session around approvals. We'll talk a little bit about too many systems as well. And so, when it comes to lead assignment, I think it's probably fair to say sometimes, maybe a stretch to say it feels a little bit random, but it definitely doesn't feel smooth. And people are really struggling with, things like redirects. We're struggling with bad or dead domains. We're struggling with situations where, we really should have more of a parent-child company infrastructure set up. These are situations that, you see, they cause trouble in the system, and they create a lot of extra work for you, and we're very cognizant of that. So that's the first core area. We're going to spend a lot of focus there this year. I'll talk to you a little bit about how we're going to do that. The data in the system is definitely a major frustration, and we have a lot of empathy for you guys on this one. I mean, a lot of your deeper comments under this, umbrella of data integrity really end up sounding like we've got a couple of different systems. We've got the Hub Finder, we've got the 53, we've got the Success app, and in each of these different systems, I'm seeing the same data point, but it's reading a different output. What's one's true? And that's a pretty annoying thing, and I can see how that creates a lot of ability to really have inaction and really be super cognizant of the fact that when you reach out, your loss of confidence because you don't want to say the wrong thing, you don't want to have the wrong perception of what's going on. So this one is a big area of opportunity for us, and I'm excited about some of the plans that we have here as well. And then, of course, the cone. Today the quotes and approvals issues are also not the smoothest. We definitely have an issue with unpurchasable quotes. And I think even more than that, though, just in the approval space, making a small change on a quote and having to have that cascade through a tremendous amount of approvers every time really slows us down. It doesn't allow us to get quotes out in front of prospects in a timely manner, and it's just a really arduous process to go through. And so, okay, what's the plan? How do we want to think about this stuff moving forwards? I hope the thing that you take away from our understanding of the issues is that we have read every single comment that folks have given on the SUS. We really encourage people to use the SUS survey. Tell us what you're seeing. Our team, I know, has also been reaching out to folks to have user research sessions and to be digging in with you all, more one-on-one as well. So I feel like we have a really good understanding of the problem. Now it's time for us to put it into, action with some plans. So on the lead assignment, we've got a bunch of work that we're really excited about. As I mentioned, we're going to solve some of the challenges around redirects and bad domains. We're going to be grouping related companies this year and in helping to solve rotation issues around, I guess the best example, inbound.org and HubSpot.com. Same thing. We'll fix some of the contact and company associations that make things happen, like you get a, lead notification about a QL that actually you don't own the company. And really what this is going to amount to is we don't want you to have to waste your time qualifying leads that you can't work. We've got this stuff, in terms of timeline, like when are you going to see the impact on some of this? We've got redirect work happening as we speak. We're going to have this stuff consistently going throughout the year. Again, that concept of not really doing these large scale migration projects where we have some release date, but instead things will be consistently getting better. This will be a process that, all of this stuff will be improving over the course of the year. However, I would expect to see some impact here. We're really excited to try to make a lot of this better. Really in the first half of the year, we see a lot of opportunity with the redirects and the bad domains sooner than later. Now, on the data integrity, this one, as I mentioned, also is sort of synonymous with too many systems. I know Morgan had sent out a little video recently around some of the work that we're doing with the Success app. And we're really excited about that. We're going to lean heavily into the Success app this year. We're going to add a lot more usage visualizations, a lot better usage information. We are going to go through and we're going to clean up and make sure that anywhere that you're seeing a piece of data, you can trust it. We're going to make it easy to work between 53 and Success, so you're not going to need systems anymore like JITA. You're not going to need systems anymore like HubFinder. We're going to take all the important information that you need from those systems, and we're going to bring it to the forefront in 53 and Success app, and we're going to make those systems really seamless, the way they work together. We're going to take out duplicate information between them. We're going to make sure the information is accurate. We'll also do some work around company and hub associations in the related hubs in 53. We'll make sure that stuff is much more accurate in terms of which hubs are actually related to the companies that you own. And I think what this really adds up to is, you don't have to search through a bunch of different systems to find the right information. We're going to consolidate systems. We're going to make the data more accurate. You can trust the information we're going to give to you. Again, this one's going to be, it's going to be a body of work that spans the course of the year, but it's one that I think we're going to be adding value and starting to make some progress on really soon. And then finally, in the quotes and the billing and approval space, we've got a really clear body of work here. We've got some work underway to reduce unpurchasable quotes now. We'll be really jamming on that throughout the first half of the year. We'll consistently be updating the UI and the deal config just to work better and be more seamless and to be less challenging just to create the quote itself. And then I think what's really going to get everyone excited is we're going to spend some time this year really streamlining those approval flows and really reducing the amount of times that we have to do double, triple, quadruple approvals when we're changing really minimal stuff on the contracts. So we're excited about that. We want to help you get quotes in front of your prospects faster. So That's a high level run through. I hope the thing that you all take away is this is by no means all the stuff that we're doing in BET this year, but I really wanted to let you know that we care a lot about your feedback. We care a ton about your experience. We're pumped up to help you guys have an awesome year, and we can't wait to see the awesome work that we're all able to do together. Thank you.